Beatrice, the horse, was feeling sick, but her owners never gave up and she was well again. She was moments away from being put down. Luckily, she had a stable mate who was determined to get her back on her feet and save her life. This is the moment a horse revives its stablemate, proving that horses have an incredible emotional understanding. Donald McIntyre and Jane Lippincott are a couple of lovely people who own a farm in Langridge, England. They specially breed the rare Shire horses, with currently 23 in their stable, one of which is a 16-year-old mare called Beatrice. Beatrice had been stable mates with an 11-year-old stallion named Beau for years. From the sounds of this story, they had developed quite the friendship in their years, sleeping alongside one another. Beatrice recently fell dangerously ill and collapsed to the ground with intense stomach pain. She had become so heavy, she knew the longer she remained on the ground, her risk of dying became greater. If she stayed grounded for too long, she would go into organ failure. Donald, Jane, and 4 farm workers worked tirelessly to lift her up onto her feet, but to no avail. They attempted to lift the 1-ton mare to her feet by using a strap tied to a tractor, but she was too heavy. After 6 hours of trying, they knew that time was running out, but just 20 minutes before her owners were due to put her down after battling for 6 hours to get her to stand up, her stablemate Beau saved the day, bounding towards her and getting her to her feet. The couple of Langridge near Bath, Somerset, first knew something was wrong when they walked in and found her lying prostrate on the ground at around 9 a.m. Weighing a ton, she had caused her legs to go dead and was unable to stand up. Pressure had also built up on her internal organs, which caused her temperature to drop and heart rate to increase. On their vet's advice, they attempted to turn Beatrice over on her other side, but even after strapping her up and tying her to a tractor, they were unable to. After battling for 6 hours, they decided to give the 16-year-old horse a deadline after which they would make the call to have her put down. But just in the nick of time, Beatrice's 11-year-old companion Beau was led out of his stable. Instead of heading to the yard, the stallion ran towards his friend, muzzling at her head from over the stable door. He began biting at Beatrice's neck, grabbing hold of her halter and shaking it. As his amazed owners watched on, and awed, Beatrice began to stand up.
Also, if you've not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these animal stories every day. Now, back to the story.
She has since made a full recovery, Ms. Lippincott 60 said. It is absolutely astonishing. We were prepared to lose her and had arranged for her to be put down, but Beau knew what to do. We let him out in the yard for a walkabout, but he marched across the intervening stable and leaned over the partition and started nipping at her, getting hold of her halter with his teeth and shaking it. He then lifted her head up and lifted her into a more upright position. We all watched it in amazement. He lifted her so that her chest and legs came up off the ground. With a little encouragement from us, she got shakily to her feet, and we quickly walked her out into the yard, trying to stop her falling down. As we were walking her, we phoned to cancel her being put down. It was that close. Our vet was astounded. We are used to seeing extraordinary interactions between the horses, but we've never witnessed a horse saving another's life. Beau achieved what 6 hours of human endeavor with straps and machinery had failed to do. He managed to lift Beatrice up off the floor, which has allowed her to live on. Mr. McIntyre, 68, added, I haven't seen anything like it before. They are long-term companions. And Beau was well aware of what was going on in the stable next door. The horses have been friends for 4 years, and the couple have 23 Shire horses on their farm, where they keep the rare breed. The first chance he had, when he was let out, he went straight for her to help. Miss Lippincott added 4 of us could not move her. A friend who has experience of turning cows arrived. He helped us attach a strap under her hind leg through the roof structure of the barn to tractor in the yard. We managed to flip her over, but made no effort to get up. As a result of Beau's amazing act, Beatrice has now made a full recovery. Both showed such an amazing understanding and compassion for his friend and the situation. It is absolutely incredible. I hope he gets as many apples as he wants from now on.